Each year, thousands of Queenslanders mark Domestic and Family Violence Prevention Month by joining in the Darkness to Daylight event. In 2020, coronavirus has pushed the fundraiser back to October rather than the usual date in May.
The event itself has grown in awareness around its topic, bringing a community together, and so to not be able to do that this year was really heartbreaking.
But lockdown wasn't going to prevent Rob Reid from doing something special to mark the day on which it's usually held. Tomorrow night he'll embark on an epic solo run around his own backyard.
The primary goal is to keep going, running and walking all through the night, and to always remember why I'm running.
For the sake of variety, Rob's route will also cover a few blocks near his home, braving the chilly weather for a cause he believes in deeply.
I'm out here cold, isolated, in pain, in fear, but I'm running for people who go through that every night and not through choice.
Life under lockdown has already inspired some incredible fundraising feats, not least of all from Captain Tom Moore, who raised tens of millions by doing laps of his garden. Rob has set himself the goal of completing 110 kilometres in his solo run. He'll be spurred on thinking about people like Hannah Clark and her 3 children, murdered in a horrifying act of domestic violence.
We must do more, and we must speak up more.
You can follow Rob's quest and offer support online. Brendan Savage for 10 News First.
Hi Rob, a big thank you for everything you're doing for us. Running still on Darkness to Daylight, 27th of May. Gus and I are with you every step of the way, up every big hill.
Morning, Rob. This message comes with a huge heartfelt thanks. Thanks for everything that you do to raise awareness about domestic and family violence. Thank you for your commitment and passion to attempt 110 kilometres around your home. We are behind you. As of this morning, we lost 21 lives so far this year, and we must continue the fight. You are not alone. We are behind you. Thank you for all that you do.
Hi Rob, I just wanted to say thank you for your endless passion, support and voice in raising awareness against domestic and family violence. Good luck with your run. I won't be there in person, but I'll definitely be there in spirit cheering you on. Thank you for keeping the spirit of Darkness to Daylight alive this year. Again, good luck.
Run, Rob, run. Thank you for all your support. Now we're here to support you. You've got this.
Rob, as you embark on your overnight journey, I will be sending you my hopes for your safety and strength, both physical and emotional, as you carry our message out of the darkness and into the daylight. From my family to you, thank you.
Hey Rob, it's cold outside, it's windy, and I hear that you're running 110 kilometres to raise awareness around domestic and family violence and bring this issue out of the darkness and into the daylight. Completely respect your decision to do so, and I commend you for doing it, but I don't envy you. Best of luck.
Rob, I don't know that it's possible to quantify the difference that your commitment to Australia's CEO Challenge has made over the years, both to our organisation and to those people experiencing domestic and family violence who have seen an increase in awareness, understanding and support, both from their workplaces and the general community, as a direct result of the work that you do. Thank you. And thank you also for continuing to put your mental and physical health to the test again this year in running through the night into the daylight, carrying that torch of awareness and understanding. Run well, stay warm. We will be with you in spirit.
Rob, you are some kind of superhuman, because not only are you running this insane distance, but you're doing it in the cold and in the dark and by yourself, and it's truly inspirational, and we just can't thank you enough. And when I found out the other night that you'd written a song as well, I thought, is there anything Rob can't do? So just know we are with you 100% of the way, not literally, but in here, and we wish you all the very best.
Hi Rob, wishing you all the best for the Darkness to Daylight run. Thank you so much for everything that you do and your amazing commitment. Stay safe.
Hi, Rob here. I'm about to start the all-night run. Thank you to everyone who's shown support so far. It's going to be a long night. Can't say I'm looking forward to it, but part of me is. But the main thing is we're doing this for a reason, so everyone who is with me in spirit, you're all part of this, and I want to thank you for doing that. This is to put an end to domestic and family violence. So I'm ready to go, and I'll report back later on. So thank you very much, and remember, let's put an end to domestic and family violence. Hi everyone, sorry my first video didn't get through, but it's got through now. So I have started, I've done about 16.3 kilometers now in the neighbourhood. A couple of loops around. The first loop was completely stitched, so had a bad pain for most of the way through, but I've worked that out, worked it through, made it round, so 16.3 kilometers, dropped in and saw a school friend, old school friend on the way. He's got some food out on his balcony if I need it. So that segment was for my family, for my partner, my supportive partner, my very talented son who's filming this, and my sweet cat Roger, to say thank you to them for all their support and to think of the families out there that are doing it tough. On to the second segment now while I'm still standing. It's just after 8 o'clock, getting on to 8:15, so heading out again. Hi folks, so my son's gone to bed just now, so it's really bad selfies from me now. So I am at 28.58 kilometers now, so I just did 4 loops of the little track that my son and I used to walk during lockdown when we were both locked in from school and work, so that was really nice. This time I was thinking about my parents, you know, who have always been there for me, and my brother and my deceased sister. So thinking about them on this, it was about just over 12k loop. Not sure what time it is now, but I guess I'll keep going. So yeah, thanks, see ya. Ooh, okay, so that was pretty tough. So I've just done, it's just after midnight now, so it's 2 hours since I last checked in, and I've only done 10 kilometers in that time, so I'm up to 38.6 about. That's because I've just done 125 laps of my yard, which is only about 0.08 of a kilometre, so, and quite an obstacle course to get around it. So yeah, that was really tough. I'm feeling a bit tired and nauseous, and haven't advanced things very far, but then again, we all have, haven't we? So we've advanced the cause, right? So that segment was for my high school friends, one of whom is on the loop and has been helping me out. Another one in particular who was a big driving force to me being where I am now, going through Combi pilgrimage and a hippie bus trip with him, and a lot of philosophizing, which turned into eventually Darkness to Daylight. So just remembering them and saying thanks, grateful to those friends. Let's see what the next segment brings. Whew. Okay, so nearly 4 o'clock in the morning and much better now. Ginger beer helped a lot. I think, probably. So I got running again, which was good. Meandered around the neighbourhood, did about 10 kilometres. Battery ran out on my watch, but it would have been 10 kilometres for sure. So that one was for Dan and Fiona, my dear friends from, starting work, and being in the band with them and creative with the music and things like that, and all the other band members at work. So, but particularly to Dan and Fee, who are dear friends for nearly 31 years. So good that I'm back running again. Hopefully that will keep up for a little while yet. Yeah, so I'm walking again. These hills, man. I got up to just below 60 kilometres when I last spoke to you. I forgot to tell you the total. So I'm currently walking a loop 3 times up the hills that will hopefully get me to 70k. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, so we'll see how much longer I can go. Try and get to 7 at least. Hi, okay, so I can see a beautiful sunrise right now. So obviously just after 6 o'clock, 6:15 maybe. And I'm walking a lot now. My legs are pretty done from the hills and the backyard adventure, so that's okay. I've reached 72.76, nearly 73 kilometres now, so that's, as someone pointed out in a message, thank you, that's 73 lives we're talking about, so I feel pretty chuffed about that. I will carry on. The segment I just did was for my university friend Glenn. His wife, Glenn's passed now, his wife Miho and their son John, my godson, and his beautiful parents and sister who I love dearly. Glenn and Miho really directed me to ACEOC Run. They got me there. So I always want to remember Glenn. It was also for dear Amanda Beveridge, nay dear love, and her sister and parents. Love Amanda so much, as the first ever secretary for Community Investment Program sadly passed, and so Glenn and Amanda are in that sunrise right now. And I'm just remembering all of those who have lost their lives, particularly those who've lost their lives to domestic and family violence. And I think I might as well carry on.
What are we up to, Rob, did you say?
By the time I finish, this is the second loop.
Second or 4?
4. By the time I finish 4, I'll be up to
99.38.
Yeah. It's going to get awkward at the end because it won't even out.
He's got some good pace on.
Hills.
Yeah, it's pretty steep.
This is why I could not keep running.
He's been walking a lot.
G'day, so for those who thought that the journey was over, it's not yet. I'm still going. Obviously looking a bit tired. I've just done 4 loops of the lockdown track that my son and I used to take. So that's taken me up to 99.64 kilometres. And I got back around 10:30 from that. Obviously applied some sunscreen to keep my skin doctor happy. And once that's absorbed, I will head out again. Almost done. Thank you for your support. And that time I was thinking about and praying for the Community Investment Program team, all of the people who get behind that at Minter Ellison. Particular shout out to Katie Clark, who was the first ever graduate and still such a support, and of course to MB, who turned up and actually did one of the loops with me here this morning, which was really nice. So yeah, thank you again for all your support. almost there honouring the victims of domestic and family violence, but of course that journey needs to continue until the violence ends. So, hi everyone, I'm done. 109.98 kilometres, and I would have definitely covered the 0.02 going to the bathroom a couple of times, so I think that counts as 110 kilometres. I'm so grateful for all of the support that I have received during this very long journey. It took way longer than I expected. It was a tough course, so I just finished the loop around the immediate block of my house, which is I had to do 6 times, and it's like a roller coaster. I ran the last 2 loops because I just wanted this over, and as I started to do that I tripped over and took a bad stack, so almost made it through injury free, but not quite. But you know, it's all worth it because this is about ending violence and honouring those who have lost their lives to domestic and family violence, and I'm proud to have been part of that. And the message of Darkness to Daylight is that everyone does the best they can. You don't have to do 110 kilometres. If you've never walked 3 kilometres before and you do that for the cause, that so counts for so much. Every step counts, and that's what I learned from Sacred Run and Dennis Banks. And this last segment was my prayer out to Dennis Banks, rest in peace, and to give thanks to the learnings that I got from Sacred Run, which has enabled this event of Darkness to Daylight to take shape. So thank you everyone for your support. I am going to clean up now and probably sleep. And I'm just thinking about women who go through what I've gone through or worse and have to front up to it the next day and the next day and the next day. So I'm grateful for the oncoming sleep. Thank you so much. Bye.
This lonely road I run, carrying the candle from the darkness to the sun. Lonely isolation and this overwhelming pain. Another mountain I must climb, and I can't do that again. But this is for the voiceless, for the ones kept out of sight, enduring darkness, pain and fear, and on each and every